Okay, hello guys. This is a tutorial by Trix. Just going over how to code a coin changer in C#. This is basically where a user will input an amount and the program will work out the least number of coins to give that user as change. This is going to be using arrays to reduce the amount of code. However, on the output it will be set out into 8 different steps rather than in one text box, just to make it easy. So what you want to do is open up Microsoft Visual Studio, create a new project. I'll just call this Windows Forms Application 1. So on our home form we want a button. I'm not going to bother renaming this, but you could call that change. Do we then want to add a text box? And finally a label with amount. I'm going to rename text box 1 to txt amount. This is just so later on in the code I can actually refer to it without using the default name. I'm then going to create 8 labels. You can actually, this is going to be for the outputs, but you can actually do this in one text box. For ease of use and to show you the code, I'm going to do it as separate ones. Helps to actually do it in the text. So this is going to be the £2 coin, £1 coin. I'll pause it and finish off the rest. So we're now back. I've created all the labels. Just going to line these up a little bit. Next, all I'm going to do is simply put a label next to it, clear the text so it's blank, and that one to res 200. That's going to be the result for the 200 pence coin, which is also referred to as £2. I'll do the same for this one, call this res 100, and again the text is clear. This is res 50, res 20, had a bit of trouble with that one. This is res 10, res 5, res 2, and res 1. Now what we could have done is actually in the code is change these values to include the new one, but just for ease of use I'm just making it simple. What we then want to do is click on our button 1, do the code for when you click, and the first thing we're going to do is create all the coin values into an array. So we want to call up it coin values, get a new, and then we input the values, which in this case can be 1 pence, 2 pence, 5 pence, 10 pence, 20 pence, 50 pence, £1, £2. So what we've actually done there is created a new, what you would call a array, which is simply just an expression of terms which are stored for later use, and in that we've put in all our coin values. So the next step we're going to do is create another array where the amount of coins that we've actually used, so num of coins used, and this is going to be a blank at the moment, so we're going to put 8 in there. Basically this is 8 coins, and it's going to create 8 currently blank array so that we can store the amounts used for each amount. So if we have, say, £2.22, we're going to use one of the £2, one of 20 pence, and one of the 2 pence to create our amount, and that's going to be stored into this so that we can output it to the user at the end. Now we're now going to call the amount that the user has put in, which we're going to call amount to cal, which is amount to calculate, and that's going to be convert. We're going to want to convert that to a temporary I don't think I've renamed my text. It's the amount I have. For some reason that wasn't coming up. There you go, it's found it now. What we're going to do is take the amount that the user puts into this text box, so when they click the button, we've actually got that value stored. First, what we're going to want to first is create a remaining, can't even spell today, a remaining amount key. This is so that every time it comes back round, for some reason I haven't got my brain with me today. Yeah, we want to create this remaining amount key, so that every time we redo this process, that remaining amount's going to go down. So if we're £2.22 and we took a £2 coin off that, we'd have 22 pence left. So we'd have a remaining amount of 2 pence. Then take the 20 pence off with a remaining amount of 2 pence. What we're now going to want to do is create an operation to start working out how many coins we're going to need from the biggest coin possible downwards. So what we're going to do is create a temporary So basically what we're doing is for each of the coins, so the current coin is obviously greater than 7, and I haven't done this right at all. As I said, I haven't got my brain on me today at all. That's going to be better. So what we're basically doing here is for the initial current coin of 7. Now the reason that's 7 is because there's 8 indexes in our array. So index number 7 will be the £2 coin, and we start at 7 due to it being the biggest. And what we actually want to do is divide the remaining amount by the biggest coin. So £2.22, you divide that by £2. Obviously if you get a value greater than 1, then you need to use one of those coins to create a final amount.